In the hills of eastern Washington lies a mystery that refuses to stay buried. A bottomless pit, a gateway to the unknown, discovered in 1997 by Mel Waters, a resident of the area. Mel stumbled upon a hole on his property that seemed to defy the laws of nature. It was a pit that swallowed everything thrown into it, with no end in sight. Imagine a silent, dark abyss that consumed anything that dared to enter. Mel's dogs, usually brave, wouldn't go near it. Their fear was palpable, as if they sensed something otherworldly lurking within. Rumors began to spread, tales of paranormal activity, and whispers of a dog that came back to life after being thrown into the pit. Could this be a portal to another dimension or a sinister government experiment? Let's delve into the enigma of Mel's bottomless pit. Back in 1997, Art Bell, the host of a popular late-night radio show, received a fax from Mel Waters. Mel claimed to own a piece of land near Manastash, Washington, with an incredibly deep hole that seemed bottomless. This hole quickly became the focal point of a story that captivated Art's listeners, earning the name Mel's Hole. According to Mel, the pit had been there long before he purchased the property. It was used by locals as a dumping ground, yet it never filled up. The hole had a stone wall around its top, extending about 15 feet down, after which it plunged into darkness. When objects were thrown into it, there was no sound of impact, just an eerie silence. Animals seemed particularly affected by the pit. Mel's dogs, typically obedient, would become anxious and refuse to go near it. This behavior was not isolated to Mel's pets. Other local animals exhibited similar fear. The mystery deepened when a neighbor claimed that his deceased hunting dog, thrown into the pit, was later seen alive and well, roaming the woods. Speculation ran wild. Some believed the hole was a gateway to another dimension, while others thought it was part of a clandestine government project. Skeptics dismissed it as a hoax, but the question remained: what was really at the bottom of Mel's hole, if there was a bottom at all? Mel, leveraging his experience as a shark fisherman, devised experiments to explore the pit's depth. His first test involved lowering a piece of lifesaver candy attached to a fishing line 500 feet into the pit. When he pulled it up, the candy was intact, suggesting there was no water at that depth. However, this unconventional method left many scientific questions unanswered. Not satisfied, Mel took his experiment further. He attached a 1-pound lead weight to a fishing line and lowered it into the pit, continuously adding more spools of line. He claimed to have extended the line to 80,000 feet, over 15 miles, without hitting the bottom. This astonishing claim captivated Art Bell's audience, sparking both fascination and skepticism. Listeners offered various theories. Some suggested the line was held straight by its own weight, never touching the bottom. Others proposed weighing the total amount of line used to calculate the depth more accurately. Among the more outlandish ideas was one involving dropping a live cat into the pit to use its cries to gauge the depth, an idea Art quickly dismissed as inhumane. Instead, Art proposed an equally daring but less cruel experiment: lowering a volunteer into the pit. This idea elicited mixed reactions, considering the potential dangers such as high temperatures, extreme pressure, or toxic gases. Despite the risks, one listener volunteered, undeterred by the possibility of a one-way journey. Mel, however, admitted he would never take the risk himself. In a controversial twist, Art suggested using the pit for financial gain, proposing it as a dumping ground for radioactive waste. This idea added ethical and environmental concerns to the ongoing discussions about the pit's mysterious properties. As the story of Mel's hole spread, it evolved into a legend. The lack of solid evidence only fueled the mystery, making the hole an endless source of speculation and curiosity. Mel's tale, rich with elements of the supernatural and unexplained, captivated those who love mysteries and the paranormal. Mel's next adventure took an even stranger turn when he claimed to have found a second pit. Native Americans in Nevada, who had heard his story, invited him to see another mysterious hole on their land. This pit, revered as a spiritual place by the local Basque community, also had strange properties. It absorbed all sound and radiated a peculiar warmth. In an experiment, Mel lowered a bucket of ice into the pit. Unlike the control bucket left on the surface, the ice from the pit did not melt, and even caught fire when they tried to burn it. These fantastical stories, blending elements of science fiction and conspiracy theories, fascinated Mel's audience. They questioned the boundaries of belief and reality, pondering the existence of such phenomena. One particularly bizarre experiment involved lowering a sheep into the pit. The sheep, despite its violent reluctance, was stunned, boxed, and lowered into the abyss. Its cries abruptly stopped, and when retrieved, the sheep appeared normal on the outside but was cooked from the inside. Inside the sheep, they found a strange tumor containing an 18-inch creature resembling a hybrid between a seal and a fetus, complete with flippers and human-like eyes. This discovery had a profound impact on Mel, who was suffering from terminal cancer. After this encounter, his cancer mysteriously disappeared, adding a layer of miraculous healing to the already thick plot. As the tale grew, Mel's life took on an even more dramatic turn. He described an elaborate operation involving cranes and heavy chains to pull a huge stove locked in ice from the ground. This ice, he claimed, was reminiscent of Ice-9 from Kurt Vonnegut's novel, a fictional substance capable of freezing all water on Earth. The spectacle of extracting the stove was almost cinematic, adding to the mystery and intrigue of Mel's story. Mel often felt he was being watched, adding a layer of paranoia to his already strange experiences. Locals, particularly the Basque community, claimed they had seen the strange creature from the pit multiple times and could communicate with it through a boombox. However, attempts to record the creature's words resulted in only strange, throbbing sounds. As Mel disappeared from the public eye, speculation grew. Online forums buzzed with theories and discussions about his encounters. Some believed he was silenced by government agencies, while others thought he chose to stay hidden to protect his family. The legend of Mel's Hole continued to grow, capturing the imagination of new generations. The fascination with Mel's story extends beyond the public. Scientists and researchers are intrigued by the concept of burning ice, which defies conventional chemistry. Mel's story challenges our understanding of the natural world and invites us to question what lies beyond our current knowledge. What do you think really lies beneath Mel's mysterious hole? Could there be hidden truths too dangerous to uncover? Like, comment, and subscribe to join the discussion and explore more mysteries with Historical Highway.